Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the coffee sessions. Me and Jack are here, ready to go. I got my coffee. He's got his chewy toy. We are good to go. Man, what a weekend. Had a great. Yeah, go get Chewy. What are you doing? He wants to play now. Look at him. Got his baseball. Anyway, yeah, I had a great weekend. Kicked it off Friday morning by going to visit virtually with the Area 31 Career Center. Had a great time with Doug Sisk and his students, so that was a lot of fun. And then Saturday, it was the perfect day to do a 4.5 hour live stream because it was kind of rainy, so I wouldn't have been able to do much else anyway. So it worked out perfect. We were live streaming, doing the meet and greet for about 4.5 hours, I guess. Had a lot of cool people join us. Just way too many to name here, but lots of them I see here in the chat of the coffee sessions. So good time though. And I've already had a bunch of people say, "Hey, when are you going to do that again?" That was cool. So when you do them virtually like that, it's not like it takes a lot of planning and effort to set one up. We can pretty much do one whenever. So we'll probably be doing another one of those pretty soon. All righty, let me go take a look and see who's hanging out with us today. We've got Mr. George Rothfuss from Southeast Michigan. Good morning, George. How are you? We got M. Cook from West Virginia. Really enjoy the stream when I guess he's meant to say have the time to watch. All right, well, welcome. Thomas Grimm says, good morning from sunny Austin. High 87. Man, that's pretty hot. I don't want to get it to get that hot here just yet. Paul Stewart's in the house. Good morning, Paul. Clyde CNC. He joined us on the meet and greet thing Saturday. Good to see Clyde. Wilson Rubottom, he was there. Earl Walker, he was there. Good morning to you, Earl. Let's see. There's Jesse from JJ's Woodshop. How you doing, Jesse? There's Janet. How you doing, Janet? Good to see you this morning. Mr. Stephen Toronto says good morning. Gary Hammett, good morning, sir. He was on the meet and greet with us for a while. Wild Bill Larison, how you doing this morning? Good to see you. David from Portal Woodworks, good to see you. Mr. Jones. Let's see, Bruce Foley says good morning to all coffee sessioneers. Yep. Eddie Miller's here this morning. How you doing, Eddie? As well as Troy Pritchard. How you doing, Troy? Bob Sims from across the pond. Yeah, let's throw the toy, Dad. Yeah, he's always wanting to. Oh, he's calmed down now. He's got, we find baseballs all the time because we have that church where, what is it? Church? It's a Christian school, I guess. It's called the New Creation Christian Academy, I think is what it's called. Anyway, they have a baseball field right back here. It's a big field, got football, soccer, baseball. But I catch a lot of foul balls, as well as my neighbor over there. But every once in a while we find a baseball. Well, I don't. Sometimes I find them, but Jack find a baseball. He loves playing baseball. Kind of got that one chewed up a little bit. I have to be careful. I don't want him to swallow them strings and stuff and get them all wrapped up in there and mess him up. So I have to kind of watch him. But he most of the time just kind of gnaws on it a little bit. Let's see here. My favorite solar man's here. He was there at the meet and greet. I see Mr. Ray Whittaker. Good morning, Ray. He says, great morning. Janet's up. Yeah, she's up early this morning. She's pretty much a regular, Ray. Not all the time. She'll miss sometimes, but she's pretty much a regular here. Steve Gronsky's here. Says, made it to the party. All righty. Michael's here. Good morning, sir. Good to see you here. I got some exciting news. I don't even know where to start, really. First of all, I came in here a while ago and fired this thing up, and I have been sitting on for the longest time, I was sitting on 115 subscribers, and then when I started doing them 4 weeks ago, whenever it was, we had a couple more sign on. So then I was stuck at 117. Well, today, if you look, we got 118 subscribers on YouTube. So wow, we're just growing like a weed, aren't we? Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Leave a thumbs up if you so desire. It always gives me the warm and fuzzies. Let's see here. Got some more people popping in here. Jim Senecola. He was with us on the meet and greet for a while. Mr. Lachow, how you doing, Rick? Good to see you. David Corliss. Good to see you, my friend. He's my, I don't really even know David Corliss, but I will say I like him because he, oops, let me turn this silly thing on. He helps me keep the Ted's Woodworking scam awareness campaign going. So appreciate that, David. We keep at it. We're going to get enough people that every time those pop up, people are, I love to see when I'll post something like that and then, and I'm the only comment and then other people kind of pile on. That's what we have to do to kind of make people aware that guy's just, that guy, gal, people, whoever they are just, a bunch of scammers. So I appreciate your help with that. Mr. David Pugh's in the house. Good morning, David. He's been doing quite the little camping thing with your new rig. That's pretty cool. Getting out in nature. I like that. What else was I got? I had another thing I was going to say, and I don't remember what it was now. It's so fun getting old. Anyway, got a really busy week. The forecast, I was watching the channel I always watch on. David says there's less idiots out there. Yep. Ray says his camper is almost ready to go. Cool. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say again. Oh, got lots of stuff to do today. The meteorologist yesterday morning said he's looked at the 10-day forecast or whatever, and there's absolutely, in his opinion, no chance that the weather will get cold enough for a frost. So that means we all have a green light to go stick our stuff in the ground. So I've got all my tomato plants and pepper plants and cucumbers sitting out there on my little Groundworks cart, and right now it's in the garage. I left it in the garage overnight, and it only gets down to about, 55 or 60 out there. So I checked them this morning. They're looking well, and I'll be pulling them out and letting them get a little fresh air, in the hardening off process, continuing that. So, but we'll probably be planting them. It looks like, according to the forecast this week, it's all perfect except for maybe a chance of rain on Wednesday, So I figure I'll be probably sticking them in the ground towards the end of the week, either Thursday, Friday, or maybe even Saturday, or maybe all three of them days, depending on how long it takes me to do stuff. I'm pretty stoked about that. Getting ready to put all that stuff out there. What else? What else? Seems like I had a lot to talk about now. I can't seem to think of anything. I do have, tax days coming up Thursday this week. Unless, well, that's for businesses and stuff where you got to pay your estimated taxes and all that stuff, that's what I got to do. But everybody else, I think, has an extension of a month, if I remember correctly, unless they've changed it. Biden might have decided to change that. But, who knows? Kevin Els is here. Good morning, Kevin. Good to see you. Yeah, just had a really cool time. Both Friday and Saturday, just good time. Really enjoyed doing the thing with Doug. Made that little video for him, and the students there got to see just some of the capabilities of what you can do with a CNC machine. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is for individuals and stuff. May 17th. And I think the reason it's May 17th is because when they moved it out a month, May 15th falls on Saturday, so they just moved it to the next following Monday. So, yeah. Mr. Hamilton, how are you doing, sir? How's everything in Conyers? Always enjoy your Rockdale County picture posts. Bob says, would it be okay to email you about the guitar files? Yeah. Yeah. Were you not able to find them at that place? Like I said, it used to be called 3dwave.org. And then when I went looking for my file, I couldn't find it. And I thought, well, I joined that group or whatever it is, so that you get access to all those things. Of course, you still got to buy them. It's not like they're free. You got to buy them. But when I went to go back and look for it, I couldn't find it. And then I went on Facebook and saw that it looks like they had changed, and now it's called 3dwave.us. And I went there, and sure enough, there was the same. In fact, let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. 3dwave.us. And they just got all kinds of cool stuff. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can find that guitar. And I don't remember how much I paid for it. Oh, here it is. Eagle Guitar is what it's called. I don't know. I don't remember what I paid, but it's $33.90 here. Well, it has 45, and it's got it crossed out, so maybe it's on sale or something. But it's $35.90. But it's tons of detail. I would hold it up, but I still don't have it in here. It's still out in the shop. But no, I have not, David. I've been pilling around with this garden stuff and doing that, and plus, I kind of got a little unmotivated because of the price of lumber skyrocketing about the time I get ready to build something like that. So that. Okay, and I'm not, it's not like I'm in a hurry, especially now. I won't be going anytime soon with it hot. I don't like to camp when it's hot. So, Yeah. But once I get the garden all in the ground and stuff and get my chickens and get everything kind of uh, situated, then I'll have some more free time on my hands to, Bob says 25, what is that, pounds? Is that what that is? I guess that's what that is. I don't know. But okay, yeah. Feel free to email me. I don't know what I can help you with though, but that's the one I got. It's called Eagle Guitar. And like I said, it looks like it's on sale. It says save 25%. And there are a ton of stuff. When you start looking on there, man, you'll find all kinds of stuff you want. Those guys just do a great job. And a lot of stuff isn't as expensive as that guitar is. There's a lot of stuff that's like, $15, $14. Uh, think I'm about to build an off-road version with timber and suspension. Yeah. Well, that's kind. I was going to do a teardrop, but then the more videos I watched, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to be building a traditional teardrop thing. Mine's going to be, if you watch David, I don't know if you know about this YouTube channel, but watch Shawnee Hills, SHAWN. I think, no. Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. Shawnee Hills is his YouTube channel. But go check out the one he made. That's kind of what I'm modeling mine after. I'm kind of using his thing. But yeah, that'll be a continuing project. And again, since lumber prices have shot up just so ridiculous, I'm like, well, I still want to build it, but it's not something I have to have. So it will certainly not be or I'm going to run over there and buy up a bunch of stuff and then have it set around until I get time to do it. And the bad thing, I always hate when I see stuff go up like that, because a lot of times when stuff goes up, if it stays up at that price for long enough, they know that, oh, everybody's used to paying this now. No reason to go down. So I don't know. Maybe lumber isn't like that, but we'll see. But everything I've built lately, like I built the chicken coop, a new chicken coop, and I built just a big box to brood the chicks in. And what else have I built? I built 2 or 3 things. Everything I've done has been from that wood that I got when I took apart that lower part of the deck. Because a lot of it, some of it looked pretty rough because it had that gray patina on it and stuff. But then you flip it over the other side and it looks like brand new, pressure treated lumber. And it's really in good shape. It just needs be pressure washed and look like new again. Yeah, George says lumber up in price almost 190%. Yeah. Ryan says 2x4s came down a little. Under $7 was like $8.50 a few weeks ago. That's just crazy. Because what does an 8-foot 2x4 cost in your area back before all this? Around here, it was about $3.50 maybe. So just crazy stuff. Oh, I see. Bob says, I got them, but I was wondering how you created the eagle from an ST file. Oh, I see what you're getting at. Well, Bob, I don't have Aspire, but I do have VCarve Pro. And that's why a lot of times when I want to do something fancy and I don't want to take the time to create the STL file myself, I just buy it. I find somebody that's got something cool that I want to make, and I just pay for it. But you can import an STL right into VCarb Pro and slap Toolpass on it, and you're done. I just did if you watch that video, that the one that's called Area 31 Career Center, the one that I did for the school Friday, that I did a school visit that Friday. If you watch it, I put graphics, or I not graphics, I guess, but text showing each step. It's just 3 tool pass. It's I used a 1/4 inch up spiral bit for the roughing pass. I used a 1/4 inch shank, 1/8 inch tapered ball nose with a 1/16 radius tip to do the finishing pass. I did it at a 40-degree raster with a step over of just under 7 thousandths. It was 0.0063. And then, of course, I used a big old 1/2 inch up spiral bit to do the profile cut. And even then, the blank that I was using was about 1.5 inches thick, and I decided to only go down about 1 3/8, so that because it was going to get kind of weak in some places, because the blank, the part was almost as wide as the blank. So I just cut down 1 3/8, and then I took that whole blank off and took it around back to my shop and cut it out with my bandsaw real close to the edge. And then I used my router table with a flush trim router bit to finish it off. So I don't know if that helps. Oh, yeah, I see where you're going to have a problem then. You only have the desktop, no STL import. Okay. See, I didn't know the desktop would not do it. You'd have to have the Pro version. So there's Matt, Awesome Wood Things Hoss, aka the Piano Man. Let's see. Gary's asking, can you also use VCarb? I'd have to check the VCarb desktop. But if Bob's right, and he probably is, they may not have. That may be one of the other differences besides just the size limitations on desktop to Pro. You may have to, if it won't import an STL with the cheaper desktop version, then it's not going to happen. So, M. Cook says, I went to get 1/2 inch birch plywood and about fainted. I know, it's rough. I don't even go over there. I haven't been over there in a while. The last 2 or 3 times I've been over there to get plywood, which I buy quite frequently, is it had gone up about $10 a sheet. And unless it's gone up over the past couple of days, it was still about just under $65 a sheet for the stuff I buy. Let's see. Ryan says, I'm heading over to my brother-in-law's to grab some of the siding we pulled off his house. Going to make some boards from. There you go. Heck yeah. Okay, Bob says he thinks he's figured out a workaround. Yeah. Paul Camp's here. He's over on the Facebook. Says may have to spend a few dollars more. Yeah. Well, I think they still have their policy of, like if you start off with the desktop version, and I don't know what it costs, 300 and something, and then you want to upgrade to the VCarb Pro, I think you just pay the difference. And of course, VCarb Pro is Last I looked, I think it's $6.99, I believe, for that. Bob says no, it didn't work. Yeah. All right. Well, I can tell by the messages that are coming up, it's about time for me to sign off here and get to work. I'm sitting here looking at my screen over here, checking my plants out because I got that camera that points down right at the middle of my shop out there, so I can see all those plants out there. And I wanted to, I've had them out a couple of days because it's a slow process. I talked about it the other day where when you harden off plants, you gotta set them out, put them outside, kind of in a shady spot for like an hour the first day and bring them back in. You just have to gradually build up their thing because they've been in the house under a grow light and they're not, they might be tall, but they're not strong. So you take them out there and they, if it's too windy or something, it'll blow them right over. So, anyhow, I put them all out on that cart and I thought, well, let me pull this cart out just in the driveway a little bit like I did the other day. And man, as soon as I pull it out, this big gust of wind came and I'm like, oh, nuts. It started blowing all my tomato plants, about folding them over. And I'm like, oh, great, all this work. And I probably just killed them. But I pushed them back in the garage and got up this morning. I looked out there and they're all standing back up. So it's, yeah, they're going to be fine, I think. They're going to be fine. Let's see. What in the... Oh, we got some troll over here already. Come on. Well, that's from today's coffee session. But I don't see it. It might have already... These trolls, I'm telling you what. Between that and Ted's woodworking scam and all that, just it's not even worth getting on the internet anymore for anything. Everybody's out to scam you. But anyway, well, my timer says, oh, it says I still got a minute. I must have hit it late or something. Paul says, can you see them grow? No. It's funny though, because when you have some of these things they're crazy. You have them under the grow lights and you've got them watered good. Maybe put that little microburst fertilizer stuff in the water. And it's like you can look at them and then go outside for a couple hours and come back and go, man, that thing is bigger than it was. But if you sit there and stare at it, you can't see it. But yeah, it's fun to go. Man, my cucumbers are like going like crazy. I got to get them in the ground pretty soon because they're going to be kicking out runners here before long. But Ray says it's time to hit the woods. All righty. Good deal. Good deal. Well, everybody have a great Monday, and we will plan on doing this again tomorrow. Don't forget, bring your coffee. It's not a requirement, but certainly helps. And we will see if we can kick off a Tuesday morning for you. So we will see y'all later. Have a good one.